I'm Blake Cooper, and you're watching Pop Entertainment.
Well, how did you first get into acting?
Yeah, it's actually I kind of got into it accidentally.
Okay.
But yeah, so it started with I started homeschooling because my brother, he had dyslexia, and he was having trouble with reading and stuff. So my mom decided to pull him out into homeschooling, and he did a lot better after that because the public schools, they don't really, I guess, know how to, I don't know, how to help with that,
Special conditions.
But yeah, and I decided to go with him because I just said, why not? And I'm so glad I made that decision because if I wasn't homeschooled, I probably would never have gotten into acting because my mom, we didn't really get out of the house much. So my mom wanted me to socialize more, and she decided to put me into an acting class along with my brother. So we were just doing it. So my mom says she drops me. She always dropped us off and went to get groceries.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so she had no idea what was really going on in there. But she trusted the place. My brother, my oldest brother, and my sister went there. But yeah, we had a lot of fun. We did the same classes. We hung out, and it was just 100% purely for fun. Just hanging out with people. Then eventually, the owner of the studio, she was helping a production company. I don't remember. I think it might have been Fox. I don't know. But yeah, she asked me if I wanted to do an audition for this movie called Terrible Guidance. Which you've probably heard about that one. It came out like last year, like 2 years ago. Right. With Billy Crystal. And yeah, I auditioned for it. I was gonna turn. But before I did the audition, I had no idea why they wanted me to do an audition because I didn't really have any interest in acting at that time. It was just fun. Yeah, my mom and I were saying, okay, why not? Let's just do it. It'll be fun. And yeah, so I did the audition, and the casting director, she called my mom. She's like, hey, can we get you an audition for this other character because we think you'd be really good for this character? And my mom was like, wait, what? You're asking him for another audition? And she's like, yeah, he's great. And we were just like, okay, sure, we'll do it. And she's like, well, okay, yeah, how do I get in touch with your agent? And yeah, we were just like, we don't have an agent. We don't have one. Yeah, and then she just insisted that we get in touch with J Purpose or Joy Purpose. Yeah, so we got in touch with her. We did the audition at her office, and yeah, and we sent the audition and we signed with her. So that's how I got into acting. Yeah.
What scene was most exciting for you to do as an actor?
There's one, I'm in a harness, and for a stunt I get yanked up in the air, and everyone grabs me and they're trying to, they're saving me or something. But yeah, but that was pretty fun. But it was very uncomfortable. I got bruises everywhere on my stomach and my chest and everywhere. Yeah, well, before I actually did the audition, when I heard about the actual project, my mom and I read the book to kind of research. Yeah, and I ended up building it. It's such a good book.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's right before we did the audition. So yeah, kind of study for the audition.
Okay, now I was reading that you had some sort of a social media campaign that got you the role. How did that come about?
Yeah, so when my agent tried to get me an audition for the role, she wasn't able to, unfortunately, get the role, or get the audition. But after a while, I tried to find Wes Ball, who's the director. I tried to find his Twitter account, and I found it. And I sent him a quick tweet saying, it would be awesome if you gave me a chance to audition. Thanks. And just a ton of fans noticed first, and they started making all these, all this fan art and fan fiction and stuff like that. Yeah, and after a while, after about a couple days, Wes noticed. And he decided to give me he gave me an audition. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, you could tell just in the screening that your character was one that the audience really responded to.
Yeah.
What do you think it is about Chuck that makes people really sort of relate to and hope for the best?
I think the thing that people, I don't know, I think the one thing is people, you know, he's kind, he's kind of the cute one, I guess. You know?
Yeah.
He's the innocent one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he doesn't, you know, really do anything to get him into trouble or anything like that. He also, you know, he embodies everything about the Scout Code, which I'm in Boy Scouts.
Right.
And there's this thing called the Scout Law, and it's these 12 laws. And they're trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. And those are the Scout laws, and I think he embodies pretty much all of those pretty well. Except for clean. He's not very good with the clean part, but he tries.
But he's got the rest now.
Yeah.
Now, I interviewed Dylan a few years ago for his movie The First Time, and he obviously got started on YouTube, and you've done some YouTube stuff as well. Do you think that that's sort of a new way that people can sort of get into show business, the new sort of almost way of breaking in, just doing their own YouTube videos?
I think that's a very good possibility. You know, you get known on YouTube. Actually, I think I heard that you know, production companies are looking into YouTube to find people, you know, like YouTubers that might be good for things like that, like some of their projects that they want to do. You know, if they're looking for an actor, they go maybe try to find someone on YouTube. I think it's definitely changing a lot, and I think it's pretty cool the way it's changing and what it's changing into. I think it's pretty cool.
I was going to see how the acting has changed your life. Obviously, you're younger, so I mean, you said you're homeschooled, so that's one thing. But how have your friends at home? You're still living in Atlanta, I believe.
Yeah.
How have your friends at home reacted to everything like that? Has it changed the way that they react to you?
No, not really. I mean, we kind of joke about it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, we kind of just make it a joke, but you know, everything is pretty much the same, except for when I do things like this, where you know there's fans and you know, everyone's taking pictures. That's all new, and it's fun, but it's pretty weird though. I say weird a lot whenever I can't think of another word. I say, this is weird.
Weird works. Well, you also have that series Cocktail coming out as well. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so the show's called Cocktail. It's an AMC, not AMC. It's an Amazon pilot on AMC.com for info on profits. And it's about this broken family. You know, they're struggling to stay together. They're struggling to get along with each other while trying to run a family-run gun business, gun manufacturing business. It's pretty crazy. So there's guns. And there's a problem that occurs that requires the family to help each other and to just to get along to fix the problem. And eventually brings them back together. But I filmed it like about a month ago. I filmed the pilot. It's pretty good. I gotta say, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
And you've also done some music as well and singing and stuff like that. Would you like to explore more of that side of your career, or even maybe bridge the two? I know that Dexter has done a few movies where he's both acting and musical as well. So is that something you'd like to do more of?
Yeah, I think when the opportunity comes up, definitely. But I think I'm definitely focusing more on acting right now. But I do YouTube stuff. I have a YouTube channel where I put on covers of some songs with my guitar, and I just basically sing the song in my guitar. And it's pretty fun. I like doing it.
Great. Well, Blake, thank you so much, and best of luck in your career.